had to make a lot of enforced changes today, Graham. Thinking behind the choices you made?
Yeah, well, obviously there was a couple of enforced changes. Andy Forbes, obviously with a groin injury, as well Thomas with a suspension. That forced us into making changes. With another, at the moment we're playing against teams that are always playing three in midfield. So it was a question of, do we match them up man for man, or do we play two against them? We decided to go, 3 against 3. We've had problems before in a 4-4-2, so all those things were taken into consideration. I'd like, no disrespect to Moses, is out of form at the moment. I'd like to be able to rest him, but I've got no one else at the moment who can slot in there, do an adequate job. So he's got to play through his poor run. We obviously know Chris we had lined up from Brentford on work experience, so Brentford have done us a great favour there, and he's coming as a freebie. He's a very good player, and he's going to be a big talent. He's had a great debut. Joe Matt slid into centre half with Doyley, and it's time to rest Inzi, who's played too many games in a short space of time from being out for 10 months, so that's taken its toll on him, so it's time for him to rest. And of course with Ricky and Ann injured, we have to slide Mark Ricketts back to right back, but we did that well. We filled the holes, we filled the gaps, and away from home we've probably had 75% of the game possession wise. Had a good opportunity first half to score a couple of goals, which we didn't take, and apart from the little 10-minute spell which they had second half, it was quite comfortable.
Yeah, apart from Mark Ricketts, as you just outlined, a very, very young defence.
Yes, well that's what we are. That's what we are. That's what we are. That's what we got. And it's a question of, you learn from your mistakes. We've made lots of human mistakes in our first 5 games, gifted team goals. That has to stop. And it either stops by you learning, or it stops by keep changing personnel until you get it right. So, it's hard enough to win a game of football, but keep giving teams goals and having a mountain to climb all the time, is impossible. And we're not a good enough team to give teams 1 goal starts, 2 goal starts. So we start with clean sheets. If you've got a clean sheet, it makes life easier.
And I suppose this was a clean sheet away from home as well.
Yes, you need a base. And I don't think we've actually started our games with that mentality, home and away. We haven't actually gone out there to win ugly or to grind teams down. We're a little bit on the front foot all the time. Everyone's thinking forward. Everyone's thinking of going forward. Everyone's thinking of what they're going to do with the ball when they've got it. And we haven't been a good enough team when we haven't had the ball.
And you took us all by surprise a little bit with Chris Bush. How long was that in the pipes?
Oh, quite a while. Quite a while. Like other players, we don't say what we've got lined up or what we're going to do. But Chris has been on the horizon now for 3 or 4 weeks, and he was also, ready to step in when we needed him. We didn't expect to need him this early in the season, but with as well suspension, and to be fair to him, he is more of a left-sided centre half than a left back, but he can do both positions equally well, and he's had a great game today.
Yes, I agree, he did. How does that work? Do you know him? Have you seen him play in the past, or do you ring Brentford up and say, have you got anyone you'd like to give a few games to?
No, we obviously got contacts with the league clubs, and we know of all the boys that are available to us on work experience from last season and this season. And we go down and watch them. We go down and watch them in the reserves, we go down and watch them in their practice games. Jim's been down to 3 practice games at Brentford and watch Chris. He's also watched him at Tooting and Mitcham in a friendly. So we watched him 4 times, even though we knew from Andy Scott that we could have him. And there's 2 or 3 others that we could have from Brentford. But we want to see them ourselves, and make sure they're up to the task before we take them on board, but we can't be greedy because, they're freebies, they're work experience boys. We know they're learning at our expense. But if they're quality boys, and Chris is obviously a quality boy, then we're more than pleased to take them on board.
Excellent. And lastly, on to St Albans on Saturday. Is it likely to be sort of pretty similar?
Yeah, I can't see many changes. I mean, Andy Forbes is not going to be fit. As well, Thomas is obviously still suspended. Ricky and Ann is not going to be fit. So, it's pretty much going to be the same. It's
similar formation. And
yeah, I don't think we're going to change it for Saturday. You can't keep swapping and changing.
No.
We need to bed something down. At the moment, 4-4-2 is not working for us. We're getting outnumbered in midfield, and front line's not really gelling. The wide men are not really gelling. Back four's giving too many goals away. So it's a question of just battening down the hatches for a couple of weeks, getting a few games where we're not conceding early on, where we're not conceding. It'd be nice to go in front sometimes and have a base from there. So that's what we've got to do. We've got to, make life difficult for teams to beat us, which I don't think we've been doing enough of, and then build on that.
Many thanks.
Thank you.